Hello my angels, welcome back to Vlogmas and welcome back to what is going to be the most epic day. It is full Christmas floral install day and Nem and his incredible team from Floral are literally just about to arrive. Obviously the Christmas tree is up and done and fingers crossed finished, but I don't believe it's going to be finished until we have one, Nem's approval, and of course the boss of Christmas, who is my mother, of course. But we are literally going to be going from room to room and turning it into what is going to be a winter wonderland. We're going bigger and better than ever. I'm talking hanging bauble ceilings, flower arches coming out of our eyeballs, floral arrangements, wreaths, garlands, the whole shebang. It truly is going to be utterly magical. And of course today, I'm going to be sharing all of it with you. So as I said, the team is just about to arrive. It is the most stunning, freezing cold, crisp, sunny day today. So it's absolutely stunning. We could not have prayed for better weather. And I just can't wait to sort of roll up my sleeves and just create absolute magic with Nem. I've never met a more talented man. He is just beyond. I mean, he was the head of creative at Petersham Nursery, so his experience and his taste and the class he has, I cannot wait to turn what is currently looking like a very bare house into a magical, festive Christmas winter wonderland. So brew yourselves a Christmassy cup of coffee and join me for what is going to be just the most epic and extra festive vlog. So here he is, the superstar, and his incredible team has arrived. You are the Christmas elf who is literally going to be turning the house into a festive winter wonderland.
A beautiful one.
Nem, I mean, I know there's a lot to do, but oh my goodness gracious me. Look at the pine cones. Oh my goodness me, look at these hydrangeas. Those are enormous.
These are...
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait.
I don't have a small head.
No, this is true. This is true. Well, he's back for another year of just magical festivities.
Magic.
Literally magic happens. Should we do a little walkthrough as to what the plan is? Okay.
We will be... Well, we will start with the inside.
Yes.
And then a team will start doing the garland around
Yeah.
the ornaments over there.
Of course.
With the dry branches, we have magnolia, we have birch tree, and then mix of different
All
pines.
the different
We
pines
have
and branches.
amazing selection of pines. From blue pine to conifer over there, to cypress, to sugar pine.
A bit of everything.
And a bit of holly as well.
Of course, the holly and the ivy. And any mistletoe yet?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
We will
Not.
bring this closer to
Yes.
bring it, festive.
Perfect.
Extra festive.
Extra festive, and all the kissing under the mistletoe. Nem is working his magic up there. It's literally the most beautiful foliage of like different types of pine. You got the gorgeous holly up there, which has sort of got like a very pale green sort of lining around it. Oh, it looks so gorgeous. Gonna add loads of fruits, loads of berries, hydrangeas, mix of sort of winter woodland. It's very loose, very whimsical, oh, and just exquisite. We're having a little bit of a naughty team lunch today, just prepping something for the flower team and obviously my team, just so we can sit down and have something tasty to eat and then continue doing all of the florals. They're just doing the staircase and then the sort of central floral display, the central table. We're actually doing something quite different. It's a piece that we've had, gosh, I think my father, when he was a young gentleman, bought the piece, and I'd love to know a little bit more about the history of it. But it's something that we kind of bring out most Christmases, but we're doing something different. Normally we would have something sort of like very big and luscious on that central table in the main hallway. However, I think with the tree and the garland going up the staircase and a very full dining room, I think we can actually go with something a little bit more understated there, but keep it really sort of wild and loose and whimsical. So that's going to look beautiful. And then we are going to be doing the kitchen, and it is going to be enormous. I'm looking up because that's where it's going to be. But anyway, I'm gonna quickly go ahead. I'm gonna make a little salad. I've actually got some naughty pizzas in the oven, and so we're gonna do a fresh salad and some pizzas for lunch. Team lunch is all ready. Something warm and something hearty and relatively quick. So we've got some very naughty but tasty looking pizzas, a delicious garlic white wine, little bit of cream and prawn carbonara with some delicious fresh parsley on the top, and a fresh green salad. So that is the team lunch for the Christmas install.
Because it's such like a tiny little
It's incredible. I absolutely love it. I'll do like repurpose the hydrangeas.
Yeah,
I love it. Sustainability at the heart.
Exactly.
Oh, I love it. It looks so gorgeous. Back in the dining room that you all know and thankfully love, and it is finally time to transform it into basically a bit of a dumping ground, a festive Christmas dumping ground, into the most beautiful, very rich, luxe, exquisite Christmas tablescape, kind of combining all of our favorite things, from the family silver to beautiful, beautiful florals, all very seasonal, berries, foliage, pine, lots and lots of bud vases, and we're kind of taking inspiration from the room itself, whether it's sort of the gold cornicing or the beams or the sparkly chandeliers. And so I'm not going to formally lay it, but we are going to be creating the tablescapes, because as you guys know, we are hosting throughout the whole of December, so we need it to look extremely special. So doing both the dining room today and the kitchen. So my goodness gracious me, you are seeing it all. So as you can kind of see, it quite literally has been a dumping ground. We're going to go with burgundies and reds. We're going to go with lots of greens. We've obviously got the silver out. We're going to kind of combine all different hardwares. We've got silver, we've got gold, we've got my dashing Dachshund, more reindeers than you can shake a stick at. And we are just going to create something glittering, sparkling, and of course, magical. So I'm going to pop you guys probably on a time lapse whilst I sort of prep it for the team. And once we've got all of the sort of shiz, as we call it, down the middle, we'll then be able to work out how many posies we need to make the table pop. Okay, so this is the base of the tablescape. So you've got the runner set and then a few of the sort of larger pieces that we tend to always have on the table. And then basically I can start to sort of fill it out once we have popped all of the florals now onto the tables. We are going to put flowers into these beautiful solid silver holly and berry silver containers. We've got our gorgeous little sparkly trees. I'm going to change the candles out, I think, either for burgundy or green. And then all of the other bits and pieces that we have, we've got those gorgeous reindeers. Absolutely adore these. They're sort of like hydrangea heads, but fully adorned in crystals and little frosted berries. And as you can see, they're just so tonal and gorgeous. I really, really like the combination of the golds and the silvers in here. And I think with the dark burgundy with the gold antler reindeers, it's just going to work. I've got also a few pieces in here that need to go into the kitchen. These are the pomegranates that I just love bringing out every single year. I cannot tell you how old these are, but they are so, so special, and I love just having them onto the table like so. So this is going to be an extremely full but very sparkling tablescape. I'm now going to go and get everything together for the kitchen tablescape as well, because we are popping posies down and it's just going to look utterly glorious. this is going to look insane. It's gonna look epic. So you guys are really seeing like the bare bones of it and how they create it from those beautiful magnolias and all those branches, all the pine. This is where you're going to get the real scent of those Christmas trees in the kitchen. And then it's looking like a little bit of a bomb site, but you guys know the gist. You kind of need to be ultra messy to be ultra creative. So these all of the different types of pine, they look gorgeous. Come through, come through. We've got all of the pine cones being wired. Thank you so much. And then actually just before the sun goes down, I'm going to give you a glimpse of the front, and this looks amazing. So we've gone with like an orangey red type of berry. You've got loads of pine, all of the holly branches in there. We're going to add a few more hydrangeas in and pop of those fresh bright red berries, and that is going to absolutely sing. We've got 2 wreaths to go on each door as you walk in, and then this floral arrangement genuinely is something I've never seen before. So this is a bowl that we've had for, gosh, just donkey's years. I'm gonna have to get my father to tell us the story about this bowl. And Nem has worked his magic at also working out the balance of this. We've got those deep, rich burgundy hydrangea heads, and this is all going to dry really beautifully as well and last the duration of December. We've got those fresh red berries, all of the holly, these gorgeous little details that just make it absolutely stunning. His team are just unbelievably talented. Sandra down here is just being an angel. She is doing the most breathtaking wreaths I've ever seen. Gosh, they are gorgeous. It is all coming together. It's most certainly a work in progress. It takes a long time to sort of build it all up and get everything perfect. And obviously we're doing so much in one day. The boys are busy doing the fireplace. Sandra is doing the wreaths and they look absolutely stunning. The garland down the staircase is as beautiful, if not the most beautiful I've ever seen it. I can't wait for the sun to actually set and then be able to see that arch sort of lit up out the front of the house. I've got to work my magic and sprinkle some fairy dust over the tablescapes, but I think once the posies are done I can then work out just how much other bits and pieces we need to sort of really build up the tablescapes. But it's all coming together and it's looking utterly gorgeous. Also still need to do the planters with the amaryllis. We've got some bulbs. Today I've literally just chosen to wear something that is just comfortable and light and that is sort of stretchy. I'm not even wearing any jewelry today bar my my rings. So it kind of really is a roll up my sleeves and get stuck in there, but it's just absolutely gorgeous and I'm loving every second of it. I'm vlogging in here because we are blasting the Christmas carols and all the Christmas songs. I've got Ariana Grande and all of the sort of Mariah Carey songs you can possibly think of blasting into the kitchen, so we're having a right old jolly in there. We're just admiring the sugar pine. It's so floofy. Yeah. It's so soft. It's gorgeous.
It's like silver.
Yeah, stunning. It will dry really beautifully as well. All of the different combinations, we hope. We hope. Hoping being the operative word. I love all of the red up there. It's quite a fireplace and it does take quite a lot. Yeah. I mean, we went mega last year. The question is, can we go bigger?
I think we went bigger this year.
Oh gosh, guys, what are we doing? I mean, this is going bigger, but they don't know yet what's happening the other side of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening. It is happening. So if people were looking to create something similar themselves at home, obviously they would head outside and go and forage for the branches, obviously cutting hopefully their own branches and no one else's. Don't go to your neighbours. But how would you suggest to create a structure like this?
First of all, well, let's start with the middle place.
Yeah, well, so you need to have a fireplace or something solid to put it on.
So we didn't drill anything or make anything like any damage to the beautiful piece. So we used like simple physics basically to make everything kind of
Equal or balanced, yeah.
So as much as it looks like a crazy, random, eclectic bunch of branches, it's not really. So they're all kind of like holding
they're
each other
all
with the help of
holding.
a little bit of wire. But like as you can see,
like it's fully, it's amazing.
But actually it's very stable. Like calm wall. This is the main bit, the heaviest one, and then everything else is actually just hanging.
Incredible, incredible. So for people that were going to do it themselves at home, obviously make sure start from the ground up.
Yeah, or start from the middle basically. This is the middle of your arrangement. Start from here and then balance up the weight across the main structure, and then you can start from one side. See where is the flow. So for us, this is going to be like the main flow, and then a little bit on the left side will just balance out visually, but actually the main heavier bit is here.
Is there, and then you just basically go and fill it out with all different types of foliage. And you've got your little assistant down here, naughty little assistant, and he's also got a sausage dog on his mug. Of course, a crazy sausage dog lady over here. What do you expect? Well, it's looking amazing, but I can't wait for people to see what it's going to look like finished. It's going to look incredible. Epic. Yes, this is exactly what we're going for.
He really wants to help, but he's just a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. You being a creative director, yeah? You're probably tinkling on it. That's probably what you're doing. Because you've got an unreliable willy. A very unreliable willy. If truth be known.
Growing.
It's just getting bigger and bigger. Oh my goodness.
You blink, it grows.
It doesn't need to get higher.
No, I think so.
No.
That's it.
Amazing.
You're going fluffy around.
My goodness, it's definitely looking wild and whimsical. So the base is pretty much almost finished. And as you can see, it's like coming down the side, and yet it's still not sort of like hanging on the floor, which it's mind-boggling. The talent is just sublime. I can't even cope. And I think this year we might even light the fire. We didn't actually light the fire last year, which bewilders me. It's always so toasty in here. However, I think that lit is going to be just the most magical side. So we're going to add a few berries, we're going to add the hydrangeas, and it just looks absolutely exquisite. So we started off bright and early, and now the sun is setting. So I think I'm going to have to give everybody like a full run through, potentially tomorrow, just so you guys can see it in the daylight. But we've added all the fruit, we've added all the berries, we've added the hydrangeas, the holly. It looks epic now.
Love it.
It looks so good, and I quite like the little sparkling lights behind. The boys are still wiring all the pine cones, bless them, together. It is such a process, but it looks just breathtaking when you walk in. Oh my God.
Fairy tale.
I know, I can't wait to give everybody like the full walkthrough in a bit.
Are we waiting for snow?
Maybe. We need some snow, everybody. If you could tell Santa Claus, maybe by Christmas we'll get some snow. Yes. Just look at these wreaths. I need to learn from you, Sandra. You need to tell me the tips and tricks. So you start off with like the basic wire underneath, and then this is where you build up, where you've got all of the foliage in. And is the secret using lots of different types of pine? Or what do you think? You tell me your secrets.
Yeah, I think that's the secret, because we need to give it a little bit of volume.
Yeah.
And then you can just fill it up.
Keep filling it. So when you like wire it around the actual wreath, do you need to keep the pines in like, you know, their whole branches? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have to cut them kind of like a medium size.
Okay.
It depends on
the size of your wreath, I suppose, yeah. And then once you've kind of got the full circular moment, that's when you can start putting in the twigs around and really build it up.
Look at it and you kind of know
Yeah.
what to put.
And then basically it goes from this beauty into, I mean, Sandra's hands are just the very best, into something like this. Honestly, I am just blown away. Look at all of the beautiful little intricate details and the little cinnamon sticks, the oranges, the acorns. What are these called? Do you know what they're called? I can never remember what they're called. We're going to have to find out, and I'll let you know what these are called. But actually, to be honest with you, all of my subscribers are the most unbelievable gardening enthusiasts. So you guys can let me know what that is called in the comments down below. We've got those beautiful burgundy hydrangeas in there. Oh, gosh, they look stunning. So these are the two for the front doors. And then Sandra is making the back door wreath. And then Nem is busy in the kitchen. The boys, I'm sure, are doing something incredible, sort of stringing pine cones together. This is what is going to be the piece that is going to hang from the kitchen. And I'm going to turn the Christmas carols back on. At this point, I think we need to be pouring some mulled wine and a bottle of champagne and get the creative juices flowing. So Nem has found his favourite spot in the house. Is that the view?
That's the view.
Is that the view? Do I need to pass this camera all the way up to you?
Yes, please.
Hang on a second. Oh, okay. Right, there we go. So welcome. I feel like it's MTV. Welcome to the crib.
Here you go.
And this is going to look outstanding. I'm talking like ribbons, gold, hydrangeas, berries. It's going to be epic. And then where Nem is currently standing, there's going to be something hanging and magical. I don't know how we're going to have to pull this off. Also, we've got like a bit of a time limit because there's some very special guests that are arriving in about an hour and a half. So, oh my gosh, it's going to be epic. So whilst Nem is busy creating the magic that is happening up there, I am going to be unboxing what we are going to be hanging from that. And basically we are going with the full Mackenzie Childs look. We've also got all of like the voltives, the tea lights, and yeah, so these are all the bits and pieces we are going to be hanging. They're kind of like such precious pieces. And actually we didn't use them at all last year. We kind of from like year to year either go like Christmas tree or we go with this. And I try to keep all the Mackenzie Childs in one spot. So I think this is gonna look, it's gonna look mega. I hope so. Hope so, right. Also, please note, these are not brand new. These are like, some of these might be like 10 years old, and others, you know, we collect them over the years. So every year we might get a couple more. Sometimes they bring out like limited edition ones, and yeah, we've just sort of been collecting them. And they're all just so beautiful, all hand painted, beautiful bows. They are gorgeous. Ooh. Oh, this is actually one that could be on the Christmas tree. Okay, well that's good to know. We've got an extra one of those. Okay, it's like a treasure trove in here. Looking at how many of these we actually have. I'm sure all the stuffing goes back in so that I can use that after Christmas, just to pop them all back in. What do we have? Basically, we're gonna hang all of the pine cones as well. Oh, I'm gonna move you guys slightly over there so you can see what Nem is doing behind me. And
Bring it up.
he's literally bringing it to life. More baubles. Okay. There we go. Oh, look, the itty bitty tiny ones. They're just too cute. I'll unbox these with you guys, and then those Christmas carols are going back on. Santa baby. More baubles. Kind of gonna do like fruits, baubles, pine cones. Kind of just build it up. Obviously, we've gone huge, enormous with the fireplace. So I think with just the Mackenzie Charles and those pine cones, it might actually be enough. There we go. There's those. Stunning. I mean, just look at the detail on that bauble. They're just gorgeous. Make sure there aren't any small ones hiding in there.
Oh, I'm crying.
That's the dogs being fed.
Oh, okay.
They scream for their food. They're so rude.
Now.
Literally, so demanding. Okay. I love it when I find a Verve Clicquot box. What's in here? Ooh, more baubles. More baubles. Okay, and a itty bitty baby bauble. Just too cute. Too cute. I cannot wait to see the new Mackenzie Charles baubles this year. We might have to add a few more to the collection. Okay. Absolutely stunning. And that snow globe is literally just going to fit in perfectly. All of these baubles are going to welcome the snow globe to the family. I may have gone a little bit overboard and bought the most beautiful snow globe of all time. These things make me far too happy. Okay, right, those are all the baubles. I've got a few more in other boxes, but do you think that's going to be enough with all the pine cones and the fruits? It's going to be enough, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
And you put them kind of hanging down lower, yeah?
Yeah, going to have them hanging, kind of like dotted here, there and everywhere. That's what's going to happen up there. So basically we've got this hanging structure in between both of the lanterns. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Struggle is real.
No, we've got this.
Horrible.
We've got this.
No. We need to show before and after.
Yes,
Now
before
looks
and
like
after.
a
Okay,
hell on
before
earth.
he's sort of mangling a bit of red ribbon, but it's fine
This is like,
afterwards.
help. Anyone?
You're matching the
afterwards,
ribbon, darling. You're matching. Look at you. Just a little.
I'll have this one.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk really loudly so I don't get a copyright claim because Ariana Grande is singing away, but the baubles and the pine cones are finally going up and it's looking insane. Absolutely sensational. The fireplace is almost finished. I'm so excited. I could quite literally just squeal. Why can't Christmas be this weekend? Literally Mr. Santa Claus himself. Look at this. It is outstanding. I know, exactly. A very handsome Santa Claus indeed. So we've got the hydrangeas in there, you've got those red berries, got the bows up. Look at that bow. The finished product.
Yeah.
It's stunning. And that pop of red, it goes so well with those hydrangeas. And then we also spray painted this hydrangea here. Well, a few of them actually, with sort of like a rose gold sparkle. So a bit of DIY as well. And she is looking absolutely outstanding. Just incredible. So it's a little something that he prepared earlier. I feel like one of those chefs where you sort of showcase the turkey being made and then you just get the golden turkey out of the oven. Well, this is the golden turkey. Exactly. So we've just popped up the little garland for the fireplace here in the drawing room. And then Nem is just dressing it to perfection.
It was too perfectly done. Beautiful. And now we're actually making it.
We're then going to sort of mess it up a little bit, but it's going to be gorgeous. Add some pine cones and some oranges, some limes, some pretty little things, some branches. Very organic. I love it. And actually, do you know what? There's so much going on in this room already that it's quite nice. Yeah, we've got the whole army. This is my next job. This is tomorrow's job, is to scatter this around the rest of the house. And then, yeah, that is basically the plan. Just to give you a super close-up of that garland, just so that you can see the detail and the beautiful depth, all of those cinnamon sticks, the pine cones. We've got a few little sparkly baubles that tie in with the Christmas tree. Just all of those colours from the gold on the mirrors and all of the frames and sort of the scheme of the room itself. It all just ties in just so beautifully. Gosh, I can't wait for Christmas. The team are off. The team are off. Thank you so much, guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Bye, my love. Bye. Oh my goodness gracious me. What a day. I can officially say it has never ever looked better. I literally think we have nailed every single piece. I can't tell you how many calls and emails and sort of inspo pics have gone between Nem and I can officially say, my goodness gracious me, we have pulled it off. So tomorrow, which will only be in a few seconds for you guys, however, I am going to have a bite to eat tonight and I'm going to get a good night rest, and then tomorrow we're going to do a full walkthrough because it is pitch black outside and I want to be able to show you the front, walk through the hallway, and for you guys to be able to get the exact feeling that I get when walking through our home. It is so special, it is so Christmassy. I am so happy I could literally just combust. It is so beautiful, but I mean, I can't not just give you guys that glimpse. Please excuse the horrific tablescape. That is all changing tomorrow because we are hosting this weekend, which of course you guys will be seeing. And I have no words. I have absolutely no words. Nem and his incredible team from Floral have just knocked it out of the park. I feel like a very, very lucky young lady, and I cannot wait to show you the full house tour of all of the Christmas decorations. But as I said, I'm going to have a good bite to eat tonight, a serious night's sleep, and then we will be doing the full tour tomorrow morning. Good morning, my angels. So as promised, I would show you the final walkthrough of these just magnificent florals. So starting off with the floral arch, as you can see, Nem and his incredible team have just nailed it. We've got the most beautiful array of different pines, limes, beautiful berries. We've got pine cones up there, oranges, holly and hydrangeas. It is just big, poofy and very wild, and I just absolutely love it. And then walking into the house, we've got the 2 wreaths on the front doors. And oh, Sandra is so talented. We've got that bright red bow that I've frosted slightly with that snow paint, and then all of the different fruits and a few hydrangeas, of course, a few little cinnamon sticks, oranges, limes. It looks so beautiful, but the real magic happens inside. You have all seen the Christmas tree before, but just another quick glimpse, and I'm so happy with her. I think she's so magical and so glittering and glamorous. Kind of the closer you look, the high gloss cherries, all of those beautiful little frosted berries, stunning baubles that we have had in our family for so long. Some new little red ribbons, a few birdies, a touch of tartan, and she is pure perfection, along with my angel from Amazon. I mean, amazing, absolutely amazing. Coming into the hallway, we've got this just sensational piece. Nem has worked his magic with that bowl, and it's quite something to ensure that, one, it's sort of stabilized and fully balanced, because obviously the bowl is full of water, but it is actually only being held up by the stag-like horn on the side. So this is the beautiful floral arrangement. It's very wild, it's very whimsical. I wanted it to be super woodlandy. So you've got lots of holly in there, you've got the gorgeous ilex, you've got the pussy willow, lots of deep, rich red hydrangeas, a couple of actually of the faux plants from my autumnal floral arrangement, lots of holly, and it's just sensational. When he said to me, I'd love to use that bowl, I was like, okay. I mean, I've never doubted him and his experience and his knowledge, but I was slightly worried as to how he was going to balance it because of the structure underneath with the antler. Anyway, he has absolutely nailed it. And then we come into the dining room, and I definitely think it's one of my favorite tablescapes yet. The florals are really pretty. You've got those sensational anemones. I just want to give you a close-up of that anemone there. It's so stunning. We've got the big red roses, and really it's a combination of roses anemones, lots of that gorgeous pine. We've got some beautiful berries in there. We've got some white roses, holly, and then this sort of pretty sort of like ruchy stuff. Not quite sure what that's called. And then I've gone with the little tiny posies with the white roses, the holly again with that. And we've kind of just built it up with a combination of different tablescape items, from the little burgundy reindeers to the gold reindeers, those gorgeous trees that we unboxed together, and then lots of different posies. We've popped the family silver piece in the middle because it means so much to us as a family, and we are hosting this weekend, so it looks absolutely beautiful and it is ready for what is going to be a gorgeous, Christmassy, glittering and festive dinner party. Then we come through the hallway. We've got lots of our planters just planted up with hyacinths, a few of those frosted berries in there, lots of pine cones, and then this gorgeous sort of like foliage that I love underplanting, just so you don't see necessarily the bare bulbs. So I love that. It's also one of my favourite photographs from my wedding. It was kind of going from palm tree to Christmas tree, and my mum and I, and then this is actually my mum, dad, me. Yes, you can all have a huge giggle. Look at my little chubby, miserable looking face, and how cute is my brother. Honestly, just too sweet. And then here we've got our penguin family looking so sweet, and I just love those golden tones between the big mirror. You've got those incredible Casapupu lamps, and then the trio of penguins. We've got all of the needlepoint cushions out, and it just looks sensational. The drawing room is classic and looking stunning. Nem has just done a really simple but really classy garland for above the fireplace. Nothing too much, because actually it's not got that much depth, this fireplace, but I just love it. There's a lot going on in this room as is, but I think this looks utterly gorgeous. And then we brought out our big gold planter. So I'll show you what this looks like. We got this actually at Covent Garden Flower Market, and it's actually a bit of a, I actually would go as far as to say this might even be plastic, but it looked really lovely, and I like the fact that it's sort of like antique brushed what looks to be gold, but it's not, and it doesn't cost a fortune. We've planted it up with these stunning red florals, and it really does just add a pop in here. The final piece de la resistance is the kitchen. The tablescape is finished and looking gorgeous. So let's take a very quick look. I've gone with my Edition 94 placemats. Actually a really old Pottery Barn napkin, Mackenzie Child's napkin ring holder. We've got a few knives and forks, and then those beautiful Villeroy and Bosch red glasses. Again, this is from Pottery Barn. All of these different beautiful reindeers, which I thought was lovely. The whites of the reindeer really pull out the beautiful sort of beiges and creamy tones in that runner. The florals are looking utterly beautiful, and I've just added a pooky lamp or two. And then this is the tablescape looking up to that magnificent fireplace garland. I don't even think you can call this a garland. It is most certainly a flower arch. You've got the ilex, all of those different branches. You've got so much pine in there, and so many different types of pine, which I loved. Those enormous hydrangeas. We've also sprayed a few of them rose gold. Enormous red ribbons, and it looks sensational. Also, look at those magnolias up there with the buds on. I think they look so pretty. And then down here it's rather simple, because we do want the option to be able to also light the fire, which is important. A few little candles, gorgeous reindeers, and then these are our Xmas candles that we absolutely love. It's another gorgeous day out there, so the sun is shining, and I couldn't be happier. This is truly a dream come true. It's just sensational, and I cannot thank Nem enough for just creating winter wonderland with most certainly his extra little touch of sparkle. And then this is the final piece here. This is the hanging structure that Floral have literally just created from hanging branches. We've also popped on our favourite Mackenzie Childs baubles, enormous pine cones, and I think it's safe to say that they look incredible. A final little glimpse of the table and of course that sensational fireplace before I say a farewell. So thank you so much for watching. I truly hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this year's Christmas decorations. Please let me know what was your favourite part down below and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow.